Today I'm sharing 10 things that we stopped buying to save money. My husband and I are on a pursuit of retiring early, and we are pursuing the FIRE movement, which is financial independence, retire early. Now, I don't want to get all Marie Kondo on you guys, but I'm at the point in our life where if something doesn't bring us joy, if it's not sparking joy or anything like that, then we're not doing it and we're not spending the money on it. There's been so many times where people have tried to pressure us into buying something or doing something or going on a trip or whatever it may be, and we're like, nope, that isn't in our spending plan. That's not something that we think is worth the money. And this has been a huge mindset shift for us. Before, I used to think quantity, and the more the better, the more things in my closet, the more pieces that we had, the more decor around that we had, the better. Now I'm more of the mindset of quality. I want quality pieces, things that are really going to last us, things that are really going to bring us joy rather than just lots and lots of stuff. So we're gonna get into it. I'm gonna give you 10 things that we are no longer buying in order to save money and pursue financial independence. Let's get into it. Number one is books. I have boxes and boxes and boxes of books that I moved when we bought this house, and it sucked buying all those books, but there's been so many times where I just buy them and then I don't have time to read them or whatever it is. Now I do audiobooks. So there's two different ways that I do audiobooks. The first is through the local library, and they have apps on it, but I will say that those apps are pretty limited. So I do use Audible as well. Audible is amazing. I have a link for you guys down below in the description for 2 free audiobooks. They have a lot more variety of books than the library ones I have found. So those ones are pretty limited. There's a lot of great books on it, but a lot of the newer stuff, or just people don't want to create audiobooks because it's a lot of work to create them. And so a lot of those books you can't find on those apps, but Audible does have a huge library of books. So we use those apps, and that saves us so much money because we're not buying physical books. The amount that it costs for a membership for Audible is like less than 2 books. So if you're doing more than that, and then also making your drive productive, washing dishes, I'm listening to audiobooks while I'm cleaning, while I'm driving, while I'm doing all these different things. I'm always trying to make the most of my time, and so I'll use that to educate myself, to learn, or sometimes I just want a fun book or something that's not gonna make me think. And so there's so many different types of varieties of books. Number 2 is gas. Now we really limit ourselves on the gas that we spend and how many times we're filling up our cars. I started taking the train to work, but besides the quarantine, I take the train 3 days a week and then work from home the other 2. But those 3 days, I take the train, and honestly guys, it's not fun, it's not pleasant. Public transportation is not my cup of tea. I don't want to sound bougie, but it's a sacrifice that we've chosen to make, and it saves us so much money, not only on gas, but tolls, wear and tear in the car, on myself, mental health, and just not sitting in traffic, because I'm taking the train 3 hours a day. So that is a long time. And then also, if we do take our cars, we're making sure that we're as productive as possible and making sure that we're running errands all in one day. Or if you are driving, make sure you're doing it on your way home from work, where you're already gonna be passing through that way, and that you're able to cut back on your driving. And that's really gonna save you a lot of money. We try and challenge ourselves to cut out 1 gas tank a month. Can you do that between you and your spouse? Can you try and challenge yourself to cut out 1 whole tank a month? Do it. I bet you can. Let me know down below in the comments, what are some things that you have cut from your budget? What are some things that you just kicked out of there? Now you're saving money now because it's out of your budget. I would love to hear from you down below in the comments. Number 3 is we stopped buying sale items. And if an item happens to be on sale, we're all about it. But we're not going to make a purchase just because it's on sale. I don't know if you guys are like me, but we have a lot of like going out of business sales and different things like this. And as much as I am sad that the business is closing, because I feel bad for the employees and the owners and everything, but there's been so many times where I've gone in and be like, I need to buy something. This is an amazing deal. There's so much stuff here that's like 80% off. I feel like this wasn't productive. That wasn't a productive trip. I wasted gas if I don't buy something. Get out of that mindset. Get out of that mentality, because a lot of times when we're in that, we buy just to buy. And, you know, we'll go places when we feel like we need to buy something because it's such a great deal. No, it's not a great deal if you don't need it. And also watch the marketing of places like Kohl's, Bed Bath & Beyond, where everything's on sale. And what they're actually doing is marking up their prices so that when they give you a sale price, they're still making their profit. So don't go in with the mentality of, I just saved $300 at this purchase. No, they upped it and then they're giving you a discount. So be careful of that. Be careful of circulars and the grocery store. I used to work in a grocery store in college, and I worked with the sales managers, and we would make sure that we had items that weren't on sale with the sale items. So say pasta sauce is on sale, we would put things that aren't on sale like pasta or bread or different things like that to try and up the sales, because people want to make one complete meal. So what they do is they put the non-sale items with the sale items so that you're having to go through the store. Also, they don't put all the sale items right in the door so you just pick those up. No, they're strategic throughout the store. Make sure that you're looking at all of the different options, not just at eye level. A lot of times they'll put just the ones that the highest markup right in the middle. If you look below and above, not at eye level, you can usually find really, really great deals, especially in the grocery store. Number 4 is soda. I stopped buying soda at restaurants. I'll be honest, guys, I love soda. It's such a guilty habit, but not habit, just guilty pleasure, but I love soda. I'm not a drinker. I don't go out and get, you know, beer or whatever at dinner. No, I usually would get a soda. And so what I did is I stopped doing that. I get water with no ice. I'm one of those people. I get water now, and then if I do need a soda fix, I'll buy it at home, and I'll buy it from the grocery store. I can get a can of Diet Coke for 25 cents, whereas at the restaurant, it's gonna be like $3 or $4 for the same soda. No. So what I do is if I need the fix, I have it at home so I can have my fix. And then also when you're doing water at restaurants, it's helping you to hit your water goals, because we're all supposed to be drinking more water, right? So it forces you to drink more water, especially if I'm having like wings or something that's spicy. I make sure that I drink water because I know I'll be drinking a lot of it to kind of combat with the spice and the heat of the food. So that's another great hack that will help keep you healthier, right? Number 5 is dryer sheets. We no longer buy dryer sheets. We have invested in dryer balls. They are amazing. What they do is they just kind of bounce around. They're a little loud, I'll be honest. They just bounce around and they can like knock out all of your wrinkles. They help speed up drying time. They're amazing. I love them. So it is saving you money because they are reusable, and also you're getting rid of those toxins, those gross things that you shouldn't be. The chemicals that are in dryer sheets, you do not want them on your skin. You don't want them in your laundry. No, trust me, guys. Number 6 is supplements. I used to be so guilty of just stocking up on all these supplements and feeling so good and spending lots and lots of money on supplements, and that is something that I decided to cut from my budget. I decided that I was going to invest instead in whole foods and eating a lot more fruits and vegetables and, you know, meats and different things that were going to bring that nutrition to me. Rather than taking an iron pill, I'm going to up my spinach, I'm going to up my red meat, I'm going to up my broccoli, and those things that are naturally bringing that food, I'm going to eat it that way. That way I'm getting full and I'm being able to get those vitamins as well naturally through the food. So supplements, that was a hard one for me to cut out my budget, but honestly, guys, it saved us a ton of money, and that's a personal choice. You don't have to cut them out if it is something that you have found that has really benefited you, but for us personally, I feel so much better just eating the whole foods. Number 7 is pre-cut foods. This one gets me going. So pre-cut fruits, especially like fruits and vegetables, those pre-cut onions, those pre-cut pineapples, the pre-cut melons, you're getting so much less fruit because of the way that they cut it, and it's, I think, like 60% more, I think is the stat they say that the markup is on those. So get your own fruit and vegetables, cut them at home. Yes, it may take you 5 extra minutes, but it's going to be fresher. It doesn't have the preservatives like the pre-cut apples, the stuff that they put on, the chemicals that they put on to make it from going brown. Just get your own apples, cut them up, eat them right away. So delicious. Dip them in some peanut butter. So good. It's really going to save a lot of money, guys. Those pre-cut foods, those pre-packaged freezer meals that you just like dump in the skillet, cook from scratch if you can. I know it's hard, but it's gonna save you a ton of money. Number 8 is name brand foods. And you guys know I love me some Aldi, and this one was a hard one for us. This one is especially hard for Jamie because he's bougie, and yeah, I had to trick him sometimes with like Frank's or Hellmann's mayonnaise, and he doesn't know that I buy the Aldi brand, but you can't tell the difference if he doesn't see the jar. So Jordan Page went on Rachel Roy's show a little bit ago and really debunked this myth that, you know, Campbell's is so much better than the store brand and all of these, you know, name brands, that they're so much better, right? No. They did their research and they found that those are often made in the same factory, and they're the same exact product with a different label, and then you're not having to pay marketing. You're not having to pay all that markup for them to advertise. It's all just there, and that's why they are able to cut the cost. And even things like Aldi. Guys, how many people think that Trader Joe's is more elite than Aldi? They're the same, they're owned by two brothers, they're the same company, and Aldi so much cheaper than Trader Joe's. Now Trader Joe's is cheaper than places like Publix and Winn-Dixie and Albertsons and Stop and Shop and Shaw's, all those places. It's still a step down from that in terms of price, but even Aldi is still cheaper than Trader Joe's. But I have friends that are all bougie and say, oh, you shop at Aldi? Come on now. No. Guys, shop at Aldi. It's amazing. I do have a video on how to shop at Aldi, the tips. There are some things that if you are going to shop there, that you want to know going in, that are going to save you time, they're going to save you money, and kind of like be like, oh, okay, that's why they do that. That makes sense. Why does it look like this? Why do I have to pay 25 cents for a cart? Am I going to get my quarterback? Do I have to bring my own bags? All that I've broken down in this video, so go check that out. But guys, name brands, you're paying so much markup. Just don't do it. You're going to save so much money by shopping generic. Number 9 is cable. I cut the cable bill over 10 years ago. Now, when I did cut the cable bill, it was because of force, and I was already not paying my bills because they were all going in default and overdrafting and all that stuff. But when I was in that time, I learned that I could go without cable, and who knew that you can go without cable, especially now with all the streaming services like Hulu, Netflix, Amazon Prime, all of that. They all have amazing videos. I watch so much YouTube, I don't even turn on Netflix half the time, because if I do have 20 minutes of like, I need to just like turn my brain off, I'll just turn on a YouTube video and kind of educate myself while I'm doing it, or watch a funny one, whatever it may be. But honestly guys, you can go without cable. The average cable bill is $107. That is crazy. If you just cut your cable bill, that can be up to over $1,200 a year. $1,200, just like that. Guys, cable, yeah, it can go. It can go. I'm sorry, but it can. Number 10 is subscription boxes. Yeah, this one will get you. I have enjoyed subscription boxes in the past. I've done Walmart Beauty, I've done Target Beauty, I've done FabFitFun. I think I've done a couple other ones as well. And yes, they're fun. Yes, they feel like Christmas, but I found that half the time, half of the products went in my drawer and I never used. I still have a drawer full of unopened products that are from boxes, and I'm like, yeah, maybe someday I'll get to it. I'd rather spend the money on pieces that I know that I'm going to enjoy, pieces I know I'm going to use, rather than a box full of half-used products that I'm not going to use, and half that money was wasted. So I really suggest just going and just not doing it, especially if it's something that you need to trim for your budget. If you're debt free, if you have, extra money and you want to use it as your personal spending money, have at it. But if you're looking to cut costs, if you're looking to trim down your budget, that's a really great place to start. If you're looking for some more ways to save money, I have some awesome challenges for you. I put together some money challenges, some money saving challenges that you can do to really up your game, to really extend your savings and save some serious cash. Like, these are legit tips. So I'm gonna break it all down for you. I'll see you in that video. Hey, no.